Welcome to the first module of Energy Conscious Community, an energy planning course for planning professionals, meant to equip you with the knowledge and skills to integrate energy into regional and community planning. We know that decisions about energy have broad implications for communities and regions, affecting everything from the financial health of residents and businesses to public health and the environment. Decisions around land use are one of the primary drivers of a community's energy consumption. In this era of climate change, local decisions about energy have the power to positively contribute toward the global collective effort to shift to a low carbon energy system. As a planner, you have the ability to influence how efficiently energy is used in your community. Urban development patterns determine the demand for personal transportation, goods movement, municipal infrastructure, and local distribution of energy and heat, all of which drive energy consumption and greenhouse gas emissions. By exploring how land use patterns influence energy consumption within communities, we can begin to understand why and how planners play such a pivotal role in creating sustainable communities. In this module, we define community energy planning and take a look at how it can be used as a practical tool to help local governments integrate sustainability and climate change strategies in ways that can transform communities. To kick things off, let's hear from a leading expert about the critical importance of addressing climate change at a local municipal scale.
The IPCC report was grim reading, and it's abundantly clear from that report and from research the C40 Climate Leadership Group, where I am at the moment, has done, that we must adhere to the higher ambition of the Paris Accord, which is to keep global average temperature rise at the most to 1.5 degrees. And that's a really big challenge. And I think people are very worried about whether we're going to reach that challenge, and that makes it incumbent upon all governments to act with both speed and scale. Because of climate change, we are already seeing an increasing severity and frequency of storms. The ice storm a few years ago, there's been numerous 50-year storms around Toronto, not just one every 50 years, it's sort of annually now. In Houston, it's even worse. They're having 500-year storms almost every year. Well, in those circumstances, an electricity grid and an energy system that depends on energy being generated a long way away and coming into, in this case, Toronto, is really at risk. And so a community energy plan that relies on locally generated energy, in addition to all those savings, including ecological savings, tends to be more resilient in the face of disaster. And that's exceptionally important today, and not enough discussion is happening publicly about that. I think community energy planning is extremely important. It's a useful tool and an essential tool. At the C40, our research that showed that we have to keep to 1.5 degrees also showed that in the large cities of the world, you need to be carbon neutral by 2050, with emissions peaking at the latest at 2020. That's next year. And in order to do that, you need to think about how we generate our electricity, how we heat and cool our buildings, what our transportation networks look like and how they're powered, and how we manage our solid waste. And all of those questions are questions that are wrapped up in how we plan our communities for the future. So if we plan a community in a way that is at a density that supports walking, cycling, and transit, as opposed to sprawl-built communities around cars, we're going to be far more likely to succeed. If we plan our communities around solid energy plans, around clean energy, then we're far more likely to succeed. And the urgency of the IPCC report has made it very clear we must succeed. So I think not only is community energy planning important, it's essential at this moment.